Thank you, Jacques. We're still focusing on this matter of government. Akiri here with us. He's a lawyer and the chairman, editorial board of National Daily Newspapers. We also have Buki Shonibara, who is a campaigner of the Abuja sit-out, who joins us from Abuja. Mr. Akiri, you heard what she's talked about.
Yes.
She says they're directing the protest to the government because we, of course, elected them, and then they repose their confidence in them to do what they have to do.
Yes. You know, I believe I believe that there are 1,001 ways to kill a rat. Protest. You are protesting. You're directing the protest at the government. Fine, but the way you sound, if you sound as if it is the government that took away our daughters, or the government is not doing anything about bringing back our daughters, that's wrong, and that's the stance of these protesters, and that's the problem. And you see, everything has its real side and obverse side. Now, a coin, for example, has the real side, it has the obverse side. Just like every other thing has its function and dysfunction. This protest could have the function of reminding the government all of the time, go and bring back our girls. If we stop talking, you may not do anything.
Okay, pardon me to butt in, but I mean, in what specific way has it come across, as you describe it, as though it is not properly directed at the government?
Yeah. Why it's not properly directed at the government?
Yeah, you say the way they are going about it is misdirected.
Yes.
In what specific way?
In what specific way? They are directing their own attacks. I mean, these protests against the government. Go and bring up our girls now. It could have a dysfunction. The dysfunction is, the government may say, all right, to bring back these girls, we must finish Boko Haramites, members of the Boko Haram movement sect. We must finish them. And to finish them, you finish our girls. That would be the dysfunction. So there must be a calculator, there must be, well thought out process of going about this matter. You don't just go there and level that forest. But again, otherwise, like I've always said, you will kill our girls along with the members.
Here, because I've been giving this some serious thoughts, and I'm of the opinion, as Chamberlain asked, if we hadn't had this particular sit-out,
yes,
perhaps maybe no one would have been talking about it. But again, for the fact that we now have even a center, an information center, as well as people talking about it, to the extent that from all over the world people are still concerned about this, is because people have chosen to sit out daily irrespective of what is being done by the government.
Yes. Yeah, you see, the point is this. It is, we are merely supposing that if those women don't sit outside there on a daily basis, come rain, come shine, nobody would have done anything about it. That is a mere supposition. That's outside this world completely. Or everybody talks about it. Even when those women are not there, everybody talks about it.
Okay, let me get back to Buki Shonibara. She's still on the phone at this time. Buki, I've got this question for you from his Timmy Tim. He says, shouldn't the Bring Back Our Girls campaign be directed to Governor Shatima of Borno State? He gave assurance to IEC that there will be security.
Thank you for that question. We need to understand that Borno State Borno State as it is a state under emergency, and we know how the powers are shared for a state under emergency. As much as the governor of Borno State, that's Governor Shetima, as much as he has his own responsibility, but when it has come to this height of insecurity, so much so that girls were abducted, we would still refer to the federal government. That also engaged the governor of Borno State, and in our we were able to specify what we believe should fall under his purview, considering the fact that the state is a state under emergency. Another thing I need to point out also is that we run a democratic system of government, And if there is any important seat in the seat of democracy, it is the seat of the citizens. When Buninyadi happened some months ago, weeks before the abduction of the girls, 59 boys were killed, they were slaughtered, they were burnt. Till date, we do not have specific information as to steps that have been taken. Girls have been abducted in their ones, in their fives, in their tens, in their 20s, before the abduction of the Chibok girls and after the abduction of the Chibok girls. So when we come out to sit daily and we engage the relevant stakeholders, what we are simply saying is we do not want to sweep this under the carpet. We need to keep this in the front burner. And in order for us to do this, we have identified the relevant stakeholders and we engage them in strategic ways that we believe that is peaceful enough as enshrined in the Constitution.
Who are these stakeholders?
The fact, yeah.
Who are these stakeholders?
The stakeholders, you know, they are clear. We have the federal government, we have the Borno State Governor, we have the Ministry of Health, we have the Ministry of Health at the federal level, and of course at the state level. We have the parents, we have the teachers, we have schools, we have different people who believe the National Assembly that we also engage, they are a major stakeholder. I need to point out that we know that this level of insurgency is such that is very new to us. And we know that our military, who we so appreciate, in their fight, people have died in the cause of bringing back our girls. And we will always appreciate them for what they are doing. But we also need to understand that this level of insurgency is such that is very new to our nation. As much as this has been on for 3 to 5 years, but the level at which they have come to is really new. So one of the things we keep asking for is, let us understand that this thing has gotten to a high. Yeah,
Boogie, pardon me to jump in again here. I mean, just to follow up what you said, so we don't lose our train of thought here. In what specific way has your campaign acknowledged the efforts that our military is putting in the light of the successes that you mentioned?
Thank you very much. First, I need to point out that we are a single-purpose movement. Our singularity of purpose is enshrined in what we say every day. We say, what are we demanding? And we say, bring back our girls now and alive. So that is on one angle. In order for us to engage the relevant stakeholders, we also engage the military and our security apparatus. We know that they are doing everything possible. So at our sit-up, especially when we know that we have men who are who have died, we always would appreciate them. Also, we developed a document called the Citizen Solution to End Terrorism. That is a citizens-driven document in the sense that citizens came together to say that as much as we are asking that they bring back our girls, we are also concerned about the broader issue of insurgency and insecurity in Nigeria. So in that vein, citizens came together and we facilitated that with the help of Enough is Enough Nigeria. And we were able to develop 10 points on how we believe that the federal government can fight this level of insurgency. One of the critical things in answering your question is to say that our security apparatus, especially our personnel who are in the field, on the field fighting this, their welfare package needs to be reviewed in terms of providing security equipment for them. We need to do that, considering the fact that the insurgents that we are fighting, what they have in terms of apparatus, in terms of equipment, in terms of machinery, what they have definitely is much more than what our military has. And in order
maybe you should let me come in here just a moment here, because I'll look at this tweet from Vicky Monday and key in this question. She wants to know, she said, well, the Bring Back Our Girls has a good agenda, but has been politicized now that it is lost focus.